Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Muntchop Piper here. Today's video is a continuation of our series, Let's Talk Tobacco. Today we're going to be talking about plug tobacco. Now, the information regarding plug tobacco is sketchy at best. There's not a lot of information on the internet, and there's people I've talked to don't know that much about it. So if there's anyone out there that is watching this video that has information about plug tobacco, I'd appreciate it if you leave a comment. So that way we can, as a community, we can kind of pool our information together to get a better sense of when plug was first introduced, how it was used, a little bit more about how it's made, etc. The little I do know about plug tobacco is the following. Plug tobacco was used, from what I've been able to find out, mostly during the Civil War and during the Western expansion. Now, in the Civil War, they carried around tobacco in plugs for two purposes. One, for smoking out of a pipe, and two, for chewing. They would use the same plug for chewing tobacco. The reason why they used plug tobacco instead of either sliced or flake tobacco or loose tobacco was because when plug tobacco is made, it is put under great pressure while it is still moist. So it's so dense and so compact that it retains moisture longer than flake tobacco or loose tobacco. So they could keep tobacco fresher for months at a time, where they couldn't do the same if they had sliced or regular loose leaf tobacco. Now, usually what would happen is the soldiers would get into their stores or get into their packs, pull out the plug, and they would cut off a corner, rub it out, and put it into their pipes. Or they would cut a piece off, put it in their mouth, and use it for chewing tobacco. So, how is plug tobacco made? First, let me show you what it looks like. The two tobaccos we're going to be using today are Peterson's Perfect Plug and GeoPeace Gaslight. Let me show you the Perfect Plug first. Kind of looks like a brownie. That's what I think it looks like. But this is hard. It is extremely hard. It has been pressed to where it's hard as a rock. Okay. So now, how's this made? How is this plug made? All right, move some of this stuff out of the way and I'll show you. The way plug tobacco is made is the blender decides what type of tobaccos he wants to use. Let's say he wants to use Kentucky leaf, Virginia leaf, and Oriental leaf. So what he does is he takes the full leaf tobacco, the actual leaf, and he stacks one on top of the other. Virginia, Kentucky, Oriental, Virginia, Kentucky, Oriental, until he gets the amount of tobacco that he needs to make his plug. Once he has it stacked, he puts it under great pressure. It's up to the blender, the person who is blending the tobacco, how much pressure he wants to apply to that tobacco. It's also up to the person blending the tobacco for how long that pressure is kept up. I've heard that certain blenders will keep the pressure for a week. Some blenders for up to a year. and in between. Some blenders will press it under great pressure and then let it off after a couple of days, and then press it again. And they will continue to do that for a certain amount of time, however much time it takes to create the blend that they're looking for. Okay, so how do we prepare plug tobacco? Well, if you can see along this axis here, you see the different colors going down. Do you think you would be able to prepare this by just lifting a corner and pulling off a sheet? No. The reason why is because, remember I told you that the leaves are stacked on top of each other. Stacked, 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 stacked. So what would happen is if you just pull this corner off right here and you just strip it away like that, you're only getting either Virginia or Kentucky or Oriental. You're not getting the whole taste profile, and that's what you want. So in order to get the whole taste profile, you want to cut. You want to cut it like right there. And you want to cut it down this axis. See how it goes down like that? You can do it like this. But you do not want to cut it just right here or peel it, because you won't get the entire taste profile if you do that. Okay, so let me show you how to go about it. You want to have some solid surface. I'm using my vegetable chopper, but it would probably be best if you got like a paper plate, one that is cut resistant. So what you do is you just place it. Make sure that you have a very sharp knife, and then you cut off an amount that you want. Now it is so dense that it'll be extremely hard. Sorry if the camera's shaking, but it's difficult to get this off. Okay, so there we go. There's a piece that I cut off. I didn't do a very good job, but I got it cut off. So now what do? Well, you use it like you do flake tobacco. You can either fold and stuff it into your pipe, or you can completely rub it out, and that's what I do. There you go. It's all rubbed out and ready to go. Now you take that and you place it into your pipe and you smoke it like regular. Okay, so let's review. From what I've been able to find out, plug tobacco has been used mostly during the Civil War and the Western expansion. It was used for both chewing tobacco and pipe tobacco. They would cut off a corner or cut off a section, break it up, put it in their pipes, or they would cut it off, pop it in their mouth, and they would chew on it for chewing tobacco. The tobacco leaves are layered until the blender has the amount of tobacco he needs for his blend. Then the leaves are put under tremendous pressure. The pressure is dictated by the blender, how much pressure he wants, and the amount of time it's put under pressure. When you prepare plug tobacco, you want to make sure and cut it along this axis here. Do not pull from the corner and just take a sheet off. Make sure and cut it along this axis here. That way it'll give you the complete taste profile. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate that you do so. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. So until my next video, I want to wish you and your family happy piping.